Step inside the HS Game Time studios and welcome to the Roundup. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. We've got soccer and water polo action right around the corner, but first, ready, wrestle. We start our grappling highlights with Canyon Springs on the road at Arlington in the Inland Valley League. How does some wrestling action sound? Delicious. The duel began at 220 pounds. The Cougars' Travion Phillips registers a quick pin versus Giovanni Zamora, and now it's on to the heavyweights. Dexter Barnett records another pin for Canyon Springs, defeating Alex Isokire. Now let's downsize a little bit. 106 pounds. The Cougars, with their third straight pin, Michael Smith takes care of business against Jake Gierlich. At 113, Arlington finally gets on the board. Miko Flores earns a gutty 5-4 overtime victory against Anthony Hernandez. But now at 132, Canyon Springs continuing to dominate the mat. Dominic Hernandez pins Ricky Franco. And then at 152 pounds, it's Andrew Gonzalez with another Canyon Springs pin, besting Nathan Linguar. The Cougars star, Emmanuel Barber, rounds out the highlights at 182. The Lions' Angel Zamora battled Barber until the third period when Barber ends the match with yet another Cougars pin. Canyon Springs cruises to the 59-12 victory. They're 2-0 in duels, 1-0 in league action. Roosevelt and Pauley facing off on the mat in Big 8 league action. Couple of the big boys facing off first at 220 pounds. It's Roosevelt's Nathaniel Marnin making quick work of Pauley's Max Maynard as he gets the pin in the first period. How about a good match at 106 tonight between Pauley's Joey Arrieta and Roosevelt's Devin Romero, and it would be Romero racking up another pin for the Mustangs. And possibly the match of the night coming from the ladies. A back and forth battle between Pauley's Vanessa Munoz and Roosevelt's Jocelyn Casas. And in the third period, Casas gets the job done with a nice pin to continue the Mustangs' dominance. And Roosevelt continues to knock down the pins on Pauley at 126. Roosevelt's Billy Looney fighting for the pin on Pauley's Joey Tito. It would be all Roosevelt tonight as they cruise to a 69-3 win over Riverside Pauley. Now it's on to girls soccer, and our man of the match, Chris ERCOLI, has more on Rancho Verde and Perris.
Well, thanks, Pep. Rancho Verde would be bringing a perfect 5-0 record into Wednesday's matchup against Perris, and the Mustangs would have plenty of offense against the Panthers. Midway through the first quarter, Rancho gets on the board with a long pass from Brandy Ferguson. That's tipped in for the goal by Myra Gamboa. Still in the first half, and the Mustangs would strike again. It's Yahaira Alvarez with the floater, sailing over the head of Perris' goalie. Now in the second half, Rancho's Melissa DeLeon takes a shot at goal on the fast break. That hits off the side post, but Jackie Lopez is there to tap it in, and it's 3-0 Mustangs. And the offensive attack would continue for Rancho later in the half. This time it's Alexis Hernandez battling her way through a few defenders for another Rancho goal. And the Mustangs cruise to a 5-0 win over Perris.
Thanks, Chris. Now it's time to hop into the pool as Redlands East Valley took on Yucaipa in girls water polo action. Let's head up to Crafton Hills College for this one. Rev, the favorite to win the Citrus Belt League crown this season, but Yucaipa hoping to challenge them for that title. Early on, Allie Weisler dumps it inside to Lindsay Blake for the score. And then it's the goalie with the long pass up ahead to Alexis Weisler for the goal. Wildcats leading 10-0. Yucaipa, though, would get on the scoreboard before the break. Bailey Huddleston on the follow-up stays with it, scores for the T-Birds, but Rev led at 10-1 at halftime. To the third quarter, it's another Weisler chipping in. Maddie Weisler to Michaela Vesey for the score. And then later, Maddie Weisler takes matters into her own hands. She's got it, the goal for Maddie. But it's better to give than receive, and Maddie knows that this Christmas season. She feeds Vesey for another score, an early Christmas present of sorts. Rev rolls up Yucaipa 21-5, your final in CBL action. The Roundup returns on Thursday night with more hoop highlights. It's a big night for basketball, and HS Game Time's got you covered. For the Roundup, I'm Pep Fernandez.